So now we will do question number 5, part number 1 of exercise 8.4, right? So question number 5, part number 1, what is given in the question? Given that cosec theta minus cot theta is, and the whole square, that is equal to 1 minus cos theta and upon 1 plus cos theta, right? So we have to prove this identity here, that cosec theta minus cot theta whole square should be equal to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. We have to prove these identities, and by using whatever we have already. So in these type of question, either we can take the left hand side and we just make it equal to right hand side, or we can take right hand side and we can do so many operations and we will make it equal to left hand side, or we can take the left and right side both, and after solving them we'll get a value which are equal to each other. So it totally depend on the question which side we have to take here. So here in this question I can take up the left or right, both are easy, but let me tell you, whenever we have something like that, that means the same thing with the opposite sign. So then we have a particular method for solving these type of questions, that is just like as rationalization. As we have done in rationalization, in the same way we have to solve this question. So I'm taking here the right hand side, and after applying some operations I will make that equal to left hand side. So our right hand side is 1 minus cos theta and 1 plus cos theta. As I told you, I have to apply the same method as we have done, as we used to do in the rationalization, right? So what I have to do here, I just have to multiply with the opposite sign of the denominator, that is 1 minus cos theta and 1 minus cos theta. Both numerator and denominator multiply with the same thing but with opposite sign. Now you can observe something, 1 minus cos, 1 minus cos. Both of these are same. So I can write it as 1 minus cos theta whole square upon a plus b, a minus b. And we have the formula for it. This is an identity. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That's why it will be equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Now because in left hand side we want the whole square, so we will not open up this square because we want this whole square. So we will just solve this denominator here and will not touch the numerator. Why we are not going to touch it? I told you that this is already there, the square which we want in our left hand side. So now it will be equal to, this is equal to 1 minus cos theta whole square upon 1 minus cos square theta. This you have an identity, that sine square theta plus cos square theta, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So if sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1, then what about 1 minus cos square theta? 1 minus cos square theta will be equal to sine square theta. So this will be equal to sine square theta. Now this square and this is also square, I'm taking that in a single bracket and it will be like 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta and raised to the power 2. And now I will just write this sign, separate this sign with both of the values of numerator, 1 by sine and minus cos by sine. and this all is in square, right? So now I will get 1 by sine theta. We all know that sine theta is a reciprocal of cosec theta. So 1 by sine theta must be cosec theta, and cos by sine, we have a formula for that, that is cot theta, and this is whole square, and this is equal to LHS. Here it is LHS. So we have proved the identity. So I started with the right hand side, I apply some operations, and now the answer of right hand side is equal to the values of left hand side, and that's why I have written here the question is proved. So this is our question. Okay.